It's a beautiful day to be a Raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield. I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation. And you come back. Why? Because you know it's time. It's time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? I'm the Commish, coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. Deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction. What's up, nation? What's up, Brett Clark? Hey, it's nice to see your name roll through there, my brother. Hope you're doing better. And what's up, everybody else? And what's up, Jukebox? I think we can probably say Jukebox got the first point today. I think it was clear. I think Jukebox got the first 6 comments in there, so I'm going to go ahead and put Jukebox down for the point for tonight. Last night's point went to Brian Burkett, although there may be some controversy, but it's no controversy. It's never any controversy. So, prize pack. Brian Burkett still leading with 5. So, Jukebox knew he needed that point, man. He's got to keep pace. Getting late in the month. I plan on sending out the June ones when I send out the July ones. I've got one last item, and it's supposed to be here this week. And it's a package with several items that are going in the prize packs. So I pretty much got the rest of them done. So I've got one more little nugget that I want to send in that's going to go out. Only the next 5 are going to get this little nugget. So you two that got the first one, you for sure are going to get it. So just a little something. So, all right. As we do it every Monday and Wednesday on Raider Reaction, we go Ghost to the Post. What's up, Joan? Thank you for watching. What's up, Zachary? Absolutely one team, one nation, one world. As we do every Monday and Wednesday on Raider Reaction, we drop back deep in the pocket and let it fly league-wide, touching on all the hot league stories, because there are 31 other teams in the league, and man, you got to keep up on them enemies. You got to keep up on the enemies, and we're all dabbling in a little fantasy football. You know y'all are. Everybody, it's a multi-billion, billion with a B, people, multi-billion-dollar industry. Fantasy football. So y'all dabbling in a little. So we got to know what's going on. We got to know who's visiting who signed where. We got to know all that. I mean, of course, at heart, we're all Raider fans, but even beyond that, we're all football fans. So you gotta keep up on the enemy, man, because you can't be sleeping, you know. Because if you're gonna talk smack, you got to be educated on the enemy. Because how are you gonna talk smack if you don't know what stupid things the enemy's doing? Like, number one stupid thing the enemy is doing is Ezekiel Elliott. Now, this guy's one of the most talented running backs in recent years that have come out in the draft. I mean, I don't like the guy. Comes out with his crop top from Ohio State. I don't like the guy at all. But, you know, it is what it is. He's a talented dude, and he had a great season last year behind a very great run-blocking line, mind you. You know, I probably could have at least got 500-600 yards behind that line. I would have hid like a sucker behind them, though. Man, I'm too small to be playing with them big boys out there. And, man, there's some giants. But he just can't stay out of trouble, man. First, he's ripping down some girl's top on camera at the parade. And then now he's knocking out DJs. Now, the news came out this evening. It's fairly recent news. I believe it was about 6 p.m. Eastern Time or Central. That they are not going to press charges against Ezekiel Elliott. What's up, Mo? They're not going to press charges against Ezekiel Elliott. And, however, that doesn't mean nothing when you're talking about Big Brother. Because the NFL is going to pursue, and they're going to continue their investigation. And chances are, if it is even circumstantially, or there's enough hearsay, or there's just enough idea that he did something that, or was somewhere that he shouldn't have been, I'm not surprised if he doesn't miss a couple games. I mean, they've already rumors of 4 to 6. I don't see that happening. I see probably 2 at most. It's a first offense. He really hasn't been in any trouble. But, go Bucks. Hold on a second. Where the hell did that come from? Go Bucks! Oh, good. Look, get out of here with that garbage. Go Bucks. You guys might be a little better this season, but you ain't going to win your division, so. That's the truth, and you know it. I mean, Jameis may have an arm, but man, he's by far the dumbest quarterback in the league. That guy is dumb as a... You ever listen to that guy talk? He is dumb as a post, man. Dumb as a post. Has the interview, or he's talking to kids in the school, and he basically tells all the girls in the room that they should just be quiet. The girls are just supposed to sit there and be quiet, and all the boys are supposed to stand up and be loud and strong. So you basically just told a whole room full of little girls, you're just supposed to sit there and be quiet. That man is, he got nothing but rocks upstairs. It's a good thing he's got an arm, because if it wasn't for that, he'd probably be sacking groceries somewhere. So, that's your future. That's your franchise right there. Mr. Crab Legs. Mr. Crab Legs. But man, I thought the manager was taking care of those for me. I thought the manager was I knew the Publix manager. I thought he was taking care of those for me. Well, didn't work this time. But he has, good thing about him, he has stayed. I have no guest tonight. Jukebox, I have no guest. It's just me. You know, I got several guests on tomorrow night, which I don't know if you guys have seen the promo for tomorrow night's show, but I got a jammed up show tomorrow night. So, and then Friday night, we're finishing off the second half of from Silver and Black Theater from last weekend, or from last week, last Friday night. So, I was like, you know, there's a lot of things I want to touch on, and I'm just like, I haven't been on solo for a while. I know it's Ghost to the Post. Prime's off. I've got guests tomorrow night, and I was just like, you know, I'm just gonna go solo tonight. So, because I do have things I want to get to, but I got derailed by the Go Bucks there. Seeing the Go Bucks, man, is my radar went up. I was like, what's up with that? It's no Go Bucks. Nobody says that. Who says that? I live in the Tampa Bay area, and they don't even say, you don't even hear that. Am I right, Mo? Hey, you don't hear that around here. There ain't no Go Bucks. They don't even fill the stadium. They wouldn't fill the stadium if it wasn't for all the road fans being there. I know you didn't say it, Joan. You was just laughing at it. Jamal's like, I don't care. I'm repping anyway. Well, Jamal, you guys, I honestly think the Bucks are going to have a better season this season, man. They did pick up that stud tight end, and they're going to have a better season. I just think, I'm not sold on Jameis, man. I'm not sold on Jameis. At some point, you got to have more than just talent. You got to have the brains to go with it, man. And I think it's the brains department that's going to end up biting him. Oh, he's an Ohio State Buck. Oh, get out of here. That's minor league football, man. I don't waste no time on minor league football. Till them boys are at the combine with a number hanging on their back it's minor league football to me. I got only time for professionals. That guy, to me, college football is like farm team. It just is. I mean, I know there's guys that are diehard college football fans, and that's all they watch, and they live and breathe it, and all that blah, 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 blah. But, you know, half your banners that you got college football fans have hanging in your stadiums, those were voted on by sports writers and broadcasters. Those championships are garbage for the most part. They were voted on, and half the times the guys that voted on them didn't even agree. And then they split the championship, and like, we'll give it to these two. What kind of championship is that? That's a paper championship. And I just can't get behind that. I can't get behind that. It's minor league football to me. That's all it is. Do you care what the Toledo Mud Hens are doing? Nah, I don't. I don't care what the Toledo Mud Hens are doing. I hope that they got a pitcher that comes up and plays for the Rays or something. That's about all I would care. It's about the same thing I care about the USC Trojans, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Hey, I hope they got a good linebacker that comes up and plays for the Raiders next year. That's all I care. That's all I care. It's minor league football. It's farm team. It is what it is. I don't get that excited about minor league football. I just don't. I never have. And, I mean, it's exciting. Don't get me wrong. Football is exciting. Pee-wee football is exciting. If there's two teams out there playing, trying to compete to win, it's exciting. I don't get excited about it. I just believe it's a step to try to get to the Super Bowl. What's up, NorCal? So, I'm serious though, because I got a couple buddies, and I know there's college football fans out there, because I've teased it a week or two ago. I don't know if some of you caught it, but I am adding a college football guru to the Raider Reaction lineup weekly, who's going to be joining me weekly coming up in a couple weeks. So I'm going to be dropping that for you guys soon. So just a little extra added freshness coming into the season. So as I'm not a huge minor league football fan, I know some of you guys are. And like I said, I want to have somebody that's helping me keep track and keeping pegs on the guys that are coming through the college ranks. They're going to be the top guys coming into the season. Because I'm already looking ahead. I know the Raiders are looking ahead. And we already got to start looking at 2018, man. I mean, 2017 is going to be glorious, but we're going to be defending in 2018. Chargers. Oh, Chargers are on my hot list of topics tonight. Because, as we never want to laugh at anybody who's injured, but we do want to laugh at somebody who buys damaged goods, who doesn't do their homework, who is a franchise, who is a multi-million-dollar corporation, mind you, does not do their homework, and what's up, Maria? Does not do their homework, and goes out and drafts damaged goods. This guy had his back issues coming in, damaged goods. He hasn't done anything in your OTAs. He hasn't shown up because he's damaged goods right out of the draft. Right out of the draft. And now you're shelving him. He's going to be on the PUP list to start the league. He's going to have surgery and probably miss the entire season. That's the best weapon you picked up in the offseason. Was that guy. He's supposed to be Phillip Rivers, Mr. Bolo Tye's new weapon. Your number 2 from last year is already beat up and already injury ridden. What do you chokers got? You got nothing. You got garbage. You got Phillip Rivers. You're hanging on to the last hope that Phillip Rivers takes us to the promised land. Please, Phillip. One time before you retire. Come on. Give it a break. Phillip Rivers has had LaDainian Tomlinson, had Antonio Gates in his prime. He's been surrounded by talent, and he couldn't get it done. 14-2. Deep in the playoffs. Can't get it done and fire your coach. I don't even know what to say about the Chokers. You guys are just a history of failure. I almost feel bad for her. Almost. But not really at all. But how do you not do your homework? They had Norm. They had old Pockface. We got stuck with him for a minute too. We got him. I wasn't thrilled when we signed him. He's a good offensive coordinator. Norver's a great offensive coordinator. There is no qualms about it, man. When he was running the ship, as offensive coordinator, he was solid. But as a head coach, Norv's never just got it done. Norv's just never got it done. And yeah, but as an offensive coordinator, some guys are just meant to be positional coaches. It's just the way it is, It just positional coaches. It's okay to be a great defensive coordinator. Buddy Ryan was one of the greatest defensive coordinators ever. But that guy sucked as a head coach. I mean, he was okay in Philly, but Cornelius, I see it, and I'll jump on it right now. Megatron, still the big rumor out there. Let me break it down for you. Here's the reality. Here's the reality of Megatron. Now, ask me a month ago. Ask me 3 weeks ago. Ask me 2 weeks ago. Ask me last week. And I tell you, there is no freaking way this happens. It was a bad breakup. I'd been saying it. No way. It's like a bad breakup. They're arguing over the kids. Blah, blah, blah. No way it could happen. Backpedal, backpedal, backpedal. Because this story keeps growing and morphing. And now, as it's close to training camp and things are getting ready to start, here's the reality. When Calvin Johnson retired, he was a cap hit of $11 million. That freed up $11 million for the Lions. Obviously, since he left, they replaced him and used said money. Now, currently, Lions have $5.75 million available on their cap. If Megatron signs his papers and comes out of retirement, that $11 million cap hit that came off goes back into effect, and the Lions are automatically over the cap. Now, that leaves them in an interesting position because the Lions in the recent days have backpedaled on their position. They're not being as stringent and they're not being as harsh in their words with Calvin Johnson. They've backed off. There's been talk of release because they would release Megatron in order to keep the team that they put together since he left. So, Calvin Johnson, by waiting till right before training camp, may be able to force the hand of the team that he is very, very unhappy with as he left. But who will he replace, Mo, is the question. That was where I was going. Who does he replace? Because we beefed up the wide receiver core. We had Cordero Patterson. He gives us fire at receiver. He gives us a solid 3-slot receiver. And he can mix it up. He can switch him up with Crab. And he's a deep threat. Holton's still around. Currently. But you got Seth Roberts, too. I mean, Coop and Crab are obviously the 1 and the 2. You're looking at the 3. Megatron at the 3. Guys, can you even imagine the attention Megatron draws across the middle and leaves Coop and Crab open on the edge? Obviously, that's where he goes. Because you're not going to ruin the dynamics you have going with the other 2 guys. You're going to add him in. Now that bumps the other guys back. That would be sweet, King. That would be sweet. I think, this is my honest opinion. Megatron is retired. Megatron is a millionaire, 100 times over. He's got money. I think a playoff run and a chance at the Super Bowl at his point in his career to come out of retirement means a lot to him. He sees what's going on. As a player, standing on the sidelines in Oakland, he sees what's going on. Everybody sees the talent and the greatness that is exuded by our quarterback. It's not a mystery. Everybody sees it. Everybody sees that we have stocked up the team and filled every hole possible. If the stars align this season, the team stays healthy. We're primed for a ring. We're primed to hoist the trophy. Of course he wants to come along that ride. He sees beast mode coming, man. These guys are out here having fun. I mean, when you've got an atmosphere like that, that is an atmosphere that breeds winning, and that is an atmosphere that people want to be a part of. So like I said, if you'd have asked me as recently as last week, I would have said no. No way. But things have changed. The forecast has changed. And I can't say no. I can't say that I don't see it as a possibility. Now, I tell you what, I don't know who... This is hypothetical now, but if this happens, let's say hypothetically, Hall of Fame weekend, the beginning of Hall of Fame weekend, the basic kickoff of the 2017 season, BAM! Raiders drop the news. We're signing Calvin Johnson. Silver and black headlines everywhere. Steal the entire thunder of Hall of Fame weekend. Much like Beast Mode and Marshawn Lynch did on draft day. Day before the draft, and boom! We dropped the Marshawn Lynch deal. And everybody's like, damn, the headlines are silver and black. What if we steal that thunder too? Silver and black. So if we steal the thunder of basically everything from the 2017 season coming into it, just paint it silver and black, getting it ready. Whoever the PR guy that's lining all that up is amazing. Is amazing. But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if it happens, it's going to be right before training camp. I'm telling you. That's my prediction if it happens. If it happens. It's a big if, though. But, honestly, right now, I'd put it at about a 50-50 chance, man. I'd say you got a 50-50 chance that there's some backdoor conversations going on. So we'll see. We'll see. Now, speaking of money for Mac, Ernest, I don't know if you guys seen this story, but the perfect advertising marriage has been made. The perfect advertising hookup has been made between Khalil Mack and Mack Trucks. I mean, is that not an advertising match made in heaven? Khalil Mack advertising for Mack Trucks. The dude is like a Mack truck. That is like who I believe it was. Didn't they say it was Draymond Green? I think was actually sent Mack a text like, dude, you should advertise with Mack Trucks. And I'm like, that's freaking genius. That's genius. I mean, dude, Khalil Mack could be everywhere. I mean, he could be their poster child for like 10 or 15 years of advertisements. Just him, in a big black Mack truck. I mean, dude, that's freaking killer. I hope they make I gotta get a big poster for the wall in the Raider room, man, of the first Mack advertisement that comes out for that, because that is gonna be freaking awesome. But that's just a cool match, man. And now, speaking of Raider money and spending money on silver and black, I don't know if you guys seen. Hold on, where'd it go? Top selling jerseys in the NFL by state. Top selling jerseys in the NFL by state. Marshawn Lynch owns the entire West Coast. The entire West Coast. He even owns South Dakota, Kansas, Iowa, and Indiana. Has the highest selling jerseys in those states. He owns the entire West Coast. I mean, New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, Nevada, California, Idaho, Washington, and Oregon, along with South Dakota, Iowa, Kansas, and Indiana. The number one selling jersey in all of those states. That's insane. Beast Mode is... the nation is excited about Beast Mode. And Beast Mode is excited about the nation. It's freaking match made in heaven. And the NFL and the Oakland Raiders are reaping the benefits off jersey sales for that one. So, hey man, the Shield's swag. I mean, everybody wants to rock the Shield, so, you know, it's what it is. It's what it is. It's a Raider Nation. I mean, right now, there's a whole crop and new crop of Raider Nation generation being born. My son, my oldest son, the Commish Jr., man, he's part of that. I mean, he's 10 going on, he's going to be 11 next month, and he's part of that. What's up? Who you reppin', sucker? Who you reppin'? We got one rule here in Raider Reaction. You gonna step up and bring the fire. You rep it, man. Throw it out there. Oh, he's a Chokers fan? Come on, man. You got the only award you guys have ever won in the NFL is a participation trophy. A little participation medal that they gave you when you left San Diego. Thank you. Thank you for showing up and trying, Chokers. Thank you. Thank you. That's the only thing the Chokers have ever won. Participation medal. Now you went to LA. Maybe you could get a fresh start. Maybe you could actually win something. Because you've never won anything. This is the big guys table over here. This is the grown folks. Okay? We got adults talking here. Chokers fans, go to the corner. Kids table. Okay? You can sit and you can watch Raider Reaction if you like. But Chokers fans should be seen and not heard. So go to the kids table. Okay? Go over there with the Browns fans, Eagles fans. You go on over there, okay? Falcons fans. You know you got. Go on over to the kids tables. Shut your mouth. You got nothing to say, man. You're a multi-million-dollar franchise, and you can't even evaluate a kid not to know if his freaking back's jacked up. He's a wide receiver. You can't figure that out? I run that kid till I know if he's 100%. Come on. You can't. What a joke of a franchise you guys are. Joke of a franchise, man. You guys have been the laughing. Even when you were winning the division, you couldn't do nothing with it. You 14-2 and fire your coach. Gosh, you guys are pathetic. Pathetic. I need a refill after that nonsense. I can't wait to play them in LA. It's gonna be a blackout every time. You're 100%, Brett. 100%. Did you hear the Chokers players after the last San Diego home game? They were appalled at their own fans. I've never seen anything like it. It was like we were in Oakland. No, they couldn't believe it. Their own offense was getting drowned out in their own house. Pathetic. Lines, nail on the head. Pathetic. Pathetic. Oh, Chokers fans, you're a sorry pathetic bunch. Sorry pathetic bunch. Speaking of another sorry, pathetic bunch that sits at the kids' table, the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions. The poor Lions. Now, the Lions have spent some money on Ford Field, around $100 million. And I don't know if you know this, but Lions have banners hanging, they did have banners hanging in Ford Field before the renovation for playoff appearances. Because since 1957, they've only won one playoff game. One! Since 1957. One playoff game. So they hung banners for playoff appearances. Just for making it. Like, made wild card. Woo! Hang a banner, baby. Put it up there. Call the tailor. Won the division. Put that over there where other teams put the Super Bowls. That's what it's like to be a Lions fan. Now, they didn't win anything when they got in there, because they've only won one playoff game since 1957. So basically, when you went to Lions games, you just looked in the rafters, and it was just a sick and pathetic line in memory lane of your epic failures, because you know that you haven't won only one playoff game, and you know that none of those banners equal a win, so you just go there and you just look up there like, damn, look at all the playoff losses. So, somebody, I mean, who thought that was a good idea? So somebody finally gets the brilliant idea that says, if we're spending $100 million on the renovating the field, maybe we shouldn't put those back up. Maybe we should fold those up, put those away. I mean, that's just about the dumbest thing I ever heard. They do some goofy things in the NFC North, man. I ain't gonna lie. Because I've been to some Vikings games. I don't know if you... they blow the horn to begin with. Every time they get a first down. Every time they do anything. For Christ's sake, if somebody gets a tackle, whoa, you get the horn. But I'm telling you what, by about halftime of a Vikings game, you're ready to choke somebody. Because, especially when you're there as a Raider fan, you're ready to choke somebody. Them stupid horns. But, not only that, even better, they sing the most asinine song for every score. Now, I mean, they kick a field goal, and the entire place breaks out in song. And it's some goofy little high school song like, School Viking, like, I mean, I had never heard such a thing. Because the game I was there, they kicked a field goal early, and this little old lady right next to me just jumps up and breaks into song. And I'm just looking at her, and I'm looking at my wife, and I'm like, are they singing for a freaking field goal? Who the hell sings for a field goal? Who sings for a field goal? And then blow the horn. Whoa, whoa. And then the worst thing. Oh my God, the worst thing. I'm a big classic rock fan. I love all kinds of music. Huge hip hop fan, but I'm a big classic rock fan as well. I love Led Zeppelin. They play "Been to the Land of the Ice and Snow." They kill it. They murder it. I can't even listen to that Led Zeppelin song anymore without associating it with frickin' Purple and silly guys with furry boots. They've ruined it for me. Ruined it. I'm telling you, Steven, it was insane. Because I'm originally from the Midwest, and some of the... I've been to several games up there to watch the Raiders play. Have a disdain and hate for the Vikings, as I do for most of the Midwestern teams. Chiefs, especially. Chiefs and Donkeys are my two most hated teams by far in the NFL. I hate them both with a passion. But I tell you what, the NFC North, y'all whacked. Y'all whacked. Green Bay, it's just too damn cold up there, man. I don't know what they're thinking. And the Bears, That whole division is just whacked. Whacked. I tell you. So Lions, so they're not putting the banners up. No more. Oh, you live in Wichita. Brett, I'm sorry. Man, brother, I've been through Kansas. There ain't nothing in Kansas, my man. There ain't a whole lot in Wichita. There's a lot of tumbleweeds. Oh, the Cheatriots, I hate them too. Joan, I'm with you there. 100%. They have, I can't stand Mr. Rice Cakes either. They are the most cheatingest, dirtiest, underhanded franchise. And they've just been incredibly lucky, and that run is ending soon. Mo, I would love to come over and that's why I want to get you. I talked to Johnny, so I want to get one of you guys on to talk about what you guys got going on over there, and I want to come over and do a show or two from over your way. I want to bounce back and forth. I want to be at every Raider game. I want to be at an event. That is my goal for this season, and the Raider Reaction goal for this season. Because we're going all in with Raider Reaction this season, if you guys haven't noticed, because I'm here all the time. So, we're all in on 2017 and beyond. Here at Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. We're all in. So, I want to be, if I'm not at the game personally, and meeting with fans and talking to fans, I'm going to be at Raider events personally. So that means any events we got going on here locally, wherever I'm at, if I'm traveling, whatever, I'm gonna be at a Raider event for every game. There's no gonna be sitting and chilling and watching it at home. I want to be out with the nation. I want to be. That's the way it's gonna be. So we'll see. But absolutely, Mo, I will take you up on that. Plus, you're in my fantasy football league too, so yeah. Which is coming up. We got a show Sunday. Hardcore Challenge Live. If you're not in that, man, you go hit up that group. That's my other little fantasy football webcast. So get you a little extra football action. That's where the commish came from, in case you wonder. So, or ever wonder. So there is actually a little bit of news going on. Obviously, we touched on the news about Zeke. We touched on the Mike Williams and the damaged goods. Well, why can't you go to a game, Joan? Hopefully, you can at least make it to one. What's up, Leslie? My favorite Raiderlet. So there is some other news. Touched on it a little last night. Le'Veon Bell. Now Le'Veon Bell, I mean, he's going to get fat paid. He with the franchise tag. Hey, as long as you're watching and you're supporting the team. I've been there, Joan. We've all been there. I've had the seasons where I've spent the entire season watching at home. There's been seasons where I've only been to one or two. It happens. Hey, man, life is life. Football happens on a schedule, and sometimes life don't happen on a schedule, and that's just the way it is. But as long as you're watching and you're representing and you're supporting the team, man, that's all that matters. I mean, TV numbers count. They get paid by amount of eyes on the games. So if you're watching, hey. Oh. Steven, don't forget, tomorrow we got franchise face-off in the second half of Raider Reaction, and our buddy T-Well will be back. And don't think we ain't going to ask him about his star stupid running back and having the head placed firmly where the sun don't shine. And oh yeah, we'll be digging into him hard. It's just great. It's like every week right before T-Well comes on, I get some great Cowboy news. It's fabulous. It's just like the football gods just rain down upon thee. Deliver me football nuggets. But Le'Veon Bell is going to be the highest paid running back in the league but due to the franchise tag. But he gambled. They offered him a very decent salary. Would have made him one of the highest paid running backs in the league. He, however, what's up, Josh from Wisconsin? Got great cheese up there. Funny story. I had a girlfriend once whose grandparents lived in Wisconsin. They were very wealthy. And they bought 3/4 of the Wisconsin Blue Ribbon wheel of Baby Swiss every year from the state fair. And that stuff was the bomb. So, Wisconsin's got some, it's right. It's the dairy state. That stuff was, oh no, Jamal's getting all fired up about the minor league football again. Here we go. But Le'Veon Bell thinks he should be paid the equivalent of 2 positions because he's basically a wide receiver and a running back. So he feels he should be double paid, basically. Double paid. What are you thinking? They were offering you double digits as a running back. As a running back. I just don't get it. I don't get it. These guys are... He's gambling. I don't think Cousins is as much as a gamble, but... I mean, if either one of these guys come out and have a down season, there's not going to be people standing in line, beating down the door to sign them. It's just not. So, it was a big gamble for them. I think it was a big gamble. I don't... Hey, Le'Veon Bell, good luck to you. But I think that was the gamble. I think you should have took the double digits contract they were offering you for 5 years. You're rolling the dice now. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. The fact that he thinks he's worth the equivalent of 2 positions, a wide receiver and a running back, is just absurd. It's absurd. You're one of the top running backs in the league, and you should be paid as so. But you're not going to get paid as one of the top running backs in the league and one of the top wide receivers. Well, are you going to freaking clone yourself? Unless you're cloning yourself, that ain't going to happen. It just ain't going to happen. So, I think he's making a mistake, but we'll see. We'll see how that shakes out for him. But, hey, all the luck to you. The Bears put ink to the contract with Trubisky. The shocking draft pick, the backup or the heir apparent behind Napoleon Dynamite. They put ink to contract, so that has been put to bed. So you've got that at rest now. So now let the quarterback controversy begin. That was in a team that is already mired in just dismay. You go and create a quarterback controversy right in front of the face of your brand new quarterback. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you. Glenn's excited about the second half of the Silver and Black Theater from last Friday. So make sure you guys tune back in Friday at 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern, with Commish and Commish Jr. will present another Silver and Black Theater, giving you the second half of the 1981 Super Bowl. So make sure you guys check that out Friday. And then tomorrow night, I got a solid show for you guys tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, I got Andrea Dolan, who is, she writes for The Grueling Truth. She does the By Any Means Raider podcast. Crazy knowledgeable about the Silver and Black. She's going to come on with me and break down the Silver and Black and the upcoming season. So we have that the first half of the show. And the second half of the show, we got the franchise face-off with T-Well. So, got an action-packed show for you guys tomorrow. So I think Andrea's going to be a really, really cool interview. So I would say tune in tomorrow, and I think you'll enjoy it. Set up a real good show for you guys for tomorrow night, and then like I said, you've got the culmination of I am with Joan. I have the prediction at 13-3. That is my prediction for this season. 13-3. That's what I have. It's 13-3. Dalvin Cook is set, ready to come in and try and steal the starting position. Latavius Murray, I think, made a mistake. I think Latavius Murray jumped at the cash. I think Latavius probably... I mean, I'm happy with the way it worked out. I'm happy we got beast mode. Hey, Tay-Train, good luck to you. I think he was a little benefit of a good line. And I think having a great running back behind this line is going to be a little better than having a good running back behind this line. So that's my position on it. So we will see. We will see. But Dalvin Cook's got a real good possibility to come in and steal his job. The special teams coach wants him to return kicks. Obviously. The dude is lightning in a bottle. So, I mean, obviously he wants him to return kicks. So, it's an interesting position Latavius finds himself in. You know, obviously he thought he was going somewhere. I'm going to be the feature back. Adrian Peterson's leaving. I'm sure they didn't tell him that, we're going to draft a running back. A really good one that may take your job, by the way. You know, kind of like the Bears didn't tell Napoleon Dynamite that they were going to draft Trubisky. When you invite him to the draft party, the dude's just sitting there like, are you serious? Are you serious? So, I don't know what some of these teams are up to. It really makes you wonder. Now, in one more of the what the hell were you thinking categories, we have Jaguars defensive end Dante Fowler. In my neck of the woods, down in St. Pete. Down in St. Pete. Apparently he punches a man after a brief verbal altercation. Stomps on his glasses. Same time, Joan. Every night. Monday through Friday. Well, let me break it down for you. In case you don't know. Monday through Friday on Oakland Raiders football. I am here. 7 o'clock Pacific. 10 o'clock Eastern. Monday through Friday. But on Thursdays, you get double dose of Raider Reaction. Because on One Nation Live at 9 o'clock Pacific, midnight Eastern, we have the Raider Reaction After Hours, where I invite the Raider Nation into the Raider Reaction Ultra Lounge. You can come right on the show. You can call in. I want to talk to the nation. I want to hear what's on your mind. I want to talk silver and black. So it's a much more relaxed show, much different format, and that is tomorrow night. So you get a double dose on Thursdays of Raider Reaction. The regular show is 7, 10 Eastern, and then the after hours on One Nation Live. Check it out. Bring your questions. You slide right in. You can come on split screen and break it down in the lounge. Or you can call in. Have a call-in number specifically for the after hours. You can call right in. Come right on the show. You can talk silver and black. That's at 9 o'clock Pacific, midnight Eastern tomorrow. Only on One Nation Live. Of course, any Raider Reaction webcast is always simulcast on the Raider Reaction Facebook page. So if you haven't liked up the Raider Reaction Facebook page, then you need to go do so. Just, come on, man. I got some fresh memes over there. We try to find all of the fresh little stories, videos, live. It is the after hours, Mo. So, check it out tomorrow. Like I said, I've got a great early show for you on Oakland Raiders football. We got some great interviews. Got Andrea Dolan on from the Grueling Truth and By Any Means Raider podcast. And then we got T-Well on. And, he's basically he's our pinata. We like every week to hit him with a stick. So, and this week we got a big stick to hit him with. This is Ezekiel Elliott is just giving us great ammo. So we got some great football entertainment for you tomorrow. And plus the after hours. The after hours has really started picking up the last few weeks. The after hours has really started picking up the last few weeks. Getting some nice call in from the Raider Nation. I've had several people pop on. It's been cool getting to talk to the names and the folks that I see in the comment box and rolling by every night. It's nice to get to talk to them. I've had it's just nice, man. It's nice to get to sit back. I come on here 5 nights a week. I pretty much dig through all the news and bring you every little nugget there is. And, it's nice to kick back and just talk to the nation for an hour. So, it's the after hours. You guys are all invited. Hope to see you there on One Nation Live tomorrow night. And every Thursday late night. So, since I'm solo tonight, thank you, Joan. Thank you. And usually it's on my Raider nights where it's just all Raider news. I typically end with my WTH. But since that's Ghost to the Post, and I'm doing Ghost to the Post solo tonight, it's Prime. Now don't worry, Prime will be back Monday in his regular spot, right next to me on Ghost to the Post. Prime will be back. He will be back. It will be Ghost to the Post. It's always Ghost to the Post with Prime and the Commish. Just sometimes Prime is not here. We've all have days off, but Prime's off this week. But he'll be back Monday. Had a special guest, NorCal Raider Rick, held it down Monday on Ghost of the Post with me. But since I am flying solo, I am going to end the show with the WTH. My WTH for tonight. Now, my WTHs are typically Raider related, or at least football related. However, this is kind of football related. Thank you, Josh. I greatly appreciate it. I try. Facebook groups. Facebook groups are their own monster. We're all in them. Probably a lot of you are watching Raider Reaction in a Facebook group right now. There's many ways to get in them. You go ask to join them. There's ones that you can just join, they're just open. Some you have to ask to join. Some are secret and you can't even find them unless somebody brings you into it. You can just be added into them at random by other people in some groups. Now, since I've taken Raider Reaction much more public, and I'm more in the face of the Raider Nation, I am in a lot of groups. I am not originally from Florida. No, Glenn, I am not originally from Florida. I'm just here now. I've lived here about 9 years now. I'm deep behind the enemy line. Hey, man, that's my mantra. I am what I am. I'm stuck out here deep behind the enemy line, man. It is what it is. I moved out here 9 years ago, and it is what it is. I love it here. I just happen to be a Raiders fan stuck in Florida. So I'll rep it. I'll rep it hard. Because, hey, there's a lot of us here, man. We got the Florida Raider Nation. We got the Florida Raider Nation Central chapter starting up over in the Orlando area. We got the South Florida Booster Group. All the way in Miami. We got groups all over, man. There's a Jacksonville fraction. We're strong, man. The nation is strong. We're all around. We're all around. So, but back to my WTH. My Facebook groups. We're all in them. And since I brought Raider Reaction a little more public, people have started adding me into a lot of groups, a lot of Raider groups, which I'm fine with. And everybody's excited about the season, so everybody's starting a new group now. You got, it's like every other day there's a new group adding up. And it's mostly the same people in all these groups, because everybody's just dumping their friends list into them. You know, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with people excited about the Raiders. Everyone wants to have their own personal page so they can run it and rep the Raiders how they want to run it. I see no problem with that at all. Now, don't go adding people to like these dating pages and these other off pages that the crazy, you know, things like that. Just don't. You know, like I'm getting added into like California loving and like sexy Hina's style and, you know, just like crazy nonsense, like religious groups and, you know, all sorts of, you know. Oh, JD, I got you beat, brother, on Raiders groups. I got way more than 45, my man. You would be amazed at the Raiders groups. If there's not that many, it's hard to even keep track of them. There's so many of them. But I went through my groups and I'm like, why am I in this? And why am I in this? And why? Please, guys, when you're adding your friends and stuff, don't add them to groups like that. My wife's cool. The Commish is cool as a ice cube. But not everybody's old lady and Commish is as cool as mine. That's what's up, Raider Mike's the Central Montreal Raider Booster Club. That's what's up. It's worldwide, baby. Don't do that. Be respectful to your Facebook family. Don't put us in groups like that. Then you gotta explain to somebody why you're in California loving. Commish, I thought you was married. Oh, I am, and happily. Please don't put me in California loving. You know, and don't put anybody else. Social media etiquette. Manners, folks. Manners. Seriously. It makes when you're rolling through my list. It makes me say, what the hell? Whatever. You're always kidding, Raider Mike. I never know when you're telling the truth. So, tomorrow night, Andrea Dolan, first part of the show. Got T-Well in the franchise face-off, second half of the show. We got a solid show for you tomorrow night. And then, like I said, 9 o'clock Pacific, midnight Eastern, on One Nation Live, you have the Raider Reaction After Hours. You all have been cordially invited. It's invitation only. Please come join me. Step into the Raider Reaction VIP Ultra Lounge. Let's talk some silver and black. It's been a long week. And by then, it's almost Friday. Because by the time the After Hours is over, you wake up, it's Friday. So, join me tomorrow. Got a great show, some great interviews for you. And then, join me on One Nation Live tomorrow night for the Raider Reaction After Hours. Appreciate any second, anybody. You're always VIP, Raider Mike. You're always VIP. So, appreciate any second anybody spends with me on Raider Reaction. Thank you for stopping in tonight. Goes to the post, flying solo, dropping back deep in the pocket and letting it fly league wide. Solo style with the Commish tonight. Peace, love, Raider Nation.